Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Bhidiyate. We'll read from Tattvabodha, page 33. Tattvaviveka kaha Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Mityeti Atma kaha Stula Sukshma Karana Shariradvyatiriktaha Panchakoshatita San Avastatraya Sakshi Satchidananda Swarupa San Yastishtati Sa Atma Sthula Shariram Kim Chikrita Pancha Mahabhutaihi Kritam Sat Karma Janyam Dukkadi Bhoga Yatanam Shariram Asti Jayate Vardate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyatiti Shadvikaravat Yetat Stula Shariram. So what is Tattvaveka? It is of the nature of self. Atman alone is a fact, is truth, is real. Other than Atman, the Anatman is unreal. Therefore, when it is said Atman is real, other than Atman everything is unreal, then the question what is Atman differentiates the real from the unreal. So what is Atman? It was said it is different from Stula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira. Therefore Atman is different from Stula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira, meaning Stula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira are not Atman, meaning they are Anatman. Right? Same way, Atman is different from the five koshas. Therefore, Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha are different from Atman. Therefore, they are Anatman. Atman is different from is a witness of the three states. The three states of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Waking, dream and deep sleep state. Therefore, waking, dream and deep sleep state pertain to the Anatman. And then Atman is of the nature of such Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. In this, can we say something is an Atman? No. Atman is of the nature of Satchitananda. That is pure Atman. Not Atman with reference to the Anatman, but just Atman. Yes, Tishtati, that which is this way, that which remains this way, that which is this way, Tishtati is this way, is what is Atman. And therefore, the next question, natural question is, what is Stula Sharira? Because Atman was defined as that which is different from the Stula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira. So what is Stula Sharira we saw today morning? Right? Can we say what is Stula Sharira again? Panchi. So now let us discuss about it in these aspects. What is the Upadana Karana, material cause of the Stula Sharira? Five gross elements. Panchi, or you should say Stula Panchamahabhuta. Five great gross of, if you can forget about great, there is no problem. But you should not forget five, you should not forget element, and you should not forget gross. Okay? Five elements that are Stula. Upadanaka. What is in Sanskrit, what is the term for material cause? Upadana Karana. Right? Upadana Karana. What is the efficient cause? Nimitta Karana. What is the Nimitta Karana for the gross body? Past karmas. Past karmas. That is fine. Earlier actions. Karma janyam, it is said. Born from karma. Affected from karma. Created by karma. So the gross body is created by the five elements, and the gross body is also created by the karma. Meaning what? One is the material cause, another is the efficient cause. We have to say gross body is created from the five elements and created by the five elements, and created by the past karma. Okay. So now we have finished the Upadana Karana, we have finished the Nimitta Karana. What is the function of the gross body? What is the function of the gross body? It is the home. It is a residence staying wherein we gain our experiences of joy, sorrow, and a mixture also. So function is what? In Sanskrit, if you say function, what is a function? What do you call? What is the function of the gross body? Ayatanam. Ayatanam. Ayatanam, residence. Home. Abode. Abode of whom? Abode of the Jiva. Jivatman, if you want to say. Because finally it will be shown that Atman is Paramatman, one with Brahman. And therefore to say Atman is not a correct, it's not a nice thing. All right, nothing wrong. Jivatman, individual self. Now then you will know, then you will ask, what is the individual self? What is this pure self? That will come later. Now at this point of time, it is the abode of the Jivatman for gaining its joy and sorrow. So 3 questions over. What is the material cause? What is the efficient cause? What is its functionality? 3 points over. Next question. What are its parts? It's not there, but I'm asking. What are its parts? Then what would you say? It is head, hands, legs, trunk, neck. Wait, about sense organ we will see. So this much is the gross body. These are the parts of the body, components of the body. Right? Okay. Then we come to what are the modifications of the body. What are the modifications? 6 modifications are there. And what are the 6 modifications? Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are the 6 modifications. Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. In English, if you want to say, how would you say Asti? Asti is, which means it's a unmanifest existence. Asti is existence. Huh? Fetal state. Yes, you can say fetal state. Asti. Jayate, born. So birth is a second modification. Jayate means is born, but when you want to say what is the modification, you have to say, you should not say is born. You have to say birth. Right? Vardate, growth. Vardate means grows, but modification, growth. Then Viparinamate, matures or modifies. There could be many kinds of modification. It's not just maturity which is modification. Other kinds of modifications also there. For example, fever. Fever is also a modification of the body, is it not? It's also a modification. It's also a modification of the body. It doesn't cause any growth. There is some kind of modification of the body. Meaning, once it has grown, then the modifications would happen in it. That's called as Viparinamate. It has achieved its growth. Then the modification which happened in it is Viparinamate. You can say matures. That is also and other kinds of inner things which happen in the body. All these things are Viparinamate. Viparinama or transformation, modification, change, altered states. I'm giving various words for you so that you get an idea. And next one, decay, apakshiyate, decay. That's a well-known modification. Nothing to be, we understand that very clearly. Old age, you can say, if you want to say. So, whatever modifications are happening in middle age, after you attain that, that state where you have grown fully, you don't go anymore in height anymore. All the height is over. Now, weight. All the weight happened. Now this much is over. Now all this kind of thing starts now. That's all Viparinamate. Then apakshiyate, the body also shrinkens. So many things happen to the body. The skin starts wrinkling, the skin starts, comes out also. All those things happen. And then it will happen. Then Vinashyati. It dies. This much is the Sthula Sharira. Now we go to the Sukshma Sharira. Sthula means gross. Gross means physical. Physical means perceived. This much you must say. If you are able to say gross means perceived, perfect, you have got the answer right at the beginning. Gross means, Sthula means perceived. Sukshma means not perceived. Not perceived, of course, by the senses. It is not that not perceived, it is perceived, but not perceived by the senses, not known to the senses. We know the Sukshma Sharira, we know the mind, we know the thoughts, we experience thoughts, But what we mean by sukshma is that it is not experienced by the senses. Suppose I translate stula, perceived. Is that right? Sukshma, not perceived. Is that right? No. How must you qualify perceived? Perceived by the senses, not perceived by the senses. Then only it is right. So what is a sukshma sharira? Can you guess what is a sukshma sharira? Before the text, let us guess sukshma sharira. Let us guess. Already we have studied, is it not? The sukshma sharira is divided into pranamaya kosha. So pranas. Okay. Then manomaya, mind. Good. Then vijnanam, which is buddhi, intellect. Good. This much is good. But can you guess something else? No, karana is next. What else is there? What else is that you can't see which is there? What is jiva? I will tell you later. Jiva is a combination of a few things together. Of course, sukshma sharira also is part of jiva. Therefore, you are not wrong. But I'm asking for certain specific things which are there in the sukshma sharira, which we don't see, but which is. Emotions come in the mind. Huh? Atman is different from the sukshma sharira, is it not? Stula, sukshma, karana, sharira, vetiriktaha. So Atman you cannot bring in sukshma sharira. Guess. Any wild guesses? There are 2 things which you're missing. In fact, there are 10 things which you're missing. Chakra? No. Chakra will come under the pranic energies. Memory, that is good. Okay. Well, even that can be divided into many portions, right? Whether it comes in Vijnanamaya Kosha, I will tell you a little later. Okay? Memory, good. Jnanendriya? Do you all agree with her? She says Jnanendriya comes under Sukshma Sharira. What is Jnanendriya? What is Jnanendriya? The senses through which we get the knowledge. Correct. Jnanendriya is senses through which we get the knowledge. But what makes you say that it is in Sukshma Sharira? My eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin are in Sukshma Sharira? Or it is in... Okay, now let us... You have seen the book. Okay. Now let me explain. Let us go to the text, then we will see. Okay. Sukshma Shariram Kim Apanchīkrita Pancha Mahabhūtaihi Kritam Sat. Earlier it was what? Panchīkrita. Panchīkrita means stula. Apanchīkrita means sukshma. Not Panchīkrita is Apanchīkrita. If Panchīkrita is stula, not Panchīkrita is not stula, which means sukshma. Anyway, let me read it first. Apanchīkrita pancha mahabhūtaihi kritam sat. Karma janyam sukha dukkhadi bhoga sadhanam. Bhoga sadhanam. Pancha jnanendriyani. Pancha karmendriyani. Pancha pranadayaha. Manaschaikam. Buddhischaika. Evam sapta dasha kalabhihi saha yat tishtati. Evam sapta dasha kalabhihi saha yat tishtati. Tat sukshma shariram. Tat sukshma shariram. That is sukshma sharira. Okay. Now again, let us analyze in the various what all things we had with stula sharira. One, the material cause. Next, the efficient cause. Then function. Then parts. Then modification. Okay, these are the things, is it not? That's all, nothing more, right? So now look at it. What is the gross body is made up of gross elements, therefore it can be perceived. Subtle body is made up of subtle elements, therefore it is not perceived. Rajkumar? When we say subtle elements means what? What is the difference between gross elements and subtle elements? Okay, subtle is that which is not tangible. Gross is that which is perceived and tangible. Okay, that is fine. But what makes something gross and what makes something subtle? Perceived by the senses, okay. But what causes that perceptibility?
Gross has form, level of expression.
You remember, we spoke about a particular process. What is that? Panchakarana, no. Panchikarana. You remember morning we spoke about the process Panchikarana? If it undergoes the process of Panchikarana, we spoke, right? Subtle elements, first when elements are made, elements come out, they're subtle. They're not seen. But then these elements, 5 elements, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Akasha is space, Vayu is air, Agni is fire element, and Jala is water element, and Prithvi is matter element, earth element, earth element. All these 5 elements, when they are born, when they are created, they are not perceived, they are not tangible, they are in their nascent state, they are in their subtle state. Then they go through a process which is called Panchikarana. What is that process? Panchikarana. Remember this word, it will come later. And once they go through this process, then those 5 elements which were not perceived suddenly become perceived. From subtle, they became converted into gross. Initially not perceived, but because of Panchikarana, they become gross. They become physically available. They become tangible for our experience, for our sensory experience. So before they undergo Panchikarana, meaning that material, that subtle 5 elements which are subtle, from that subtle elements, this subtle body is made. From the subtle element, subtle body is made. And that is why we can't see the subtle body with our senses. If they were made up of gross elements, then they would have been seen. They would have become perceived. But they are made up of subtle elements, and therefore they are not seen. Now you may wonder, how can the subtle become gross by process? It is like this. An example I am giving, okay? It does not necessarily mean everything will become like that. For example, hydrogen. It is gas, is it not? It is a gas, gaseous state. Oxygen, also gaseous state. Both of them, are they seen? No, they are not seen. They're experienced, that's a different matter, but they're not seen, kind of, seen, kind of, with our eyes. Meaning their state is gaseous state. But when H2, 2H and 1O come together, when two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen come together and they bond, then that which was in gaseous state suddenly becomes liquid state. Then it becomes seen. Not only seen, I can drink. It becomes gross, it becomes physical. But there is a process involved, there's a bonding involved. They have to come together. In the same way, the five elements also come together through a process. What process we will study in detail later. Okay? So what is Panchikarana? Panchikarana is the coming together of the five elements in a particular permutation and combination, whereby those elements which were subtle, meaning not perceived to the senses, not perceived for the senses, become gross, whereby they start becoming perceived. They start becoming tangible for the senses. So what is Panchikarana once more? Panchikarana is a process whereby the five subtle elements go through a process of combination, bonding, if you want to say, bonding, combination, whereby they become physical. They become available for the senses. So what, now you can make a graph or you can make a diagram this way. Not a diagram, mathematical expression you want. Subtle element, put an arrow. Gross element. Subtle elements, they are transformed into gross elements. What is the transformative process? Panchikarana. So on the arrow, on the arrow, you put Panchikarana. The subtle element, arrow, gross elements, right? On the arrow, you put on top Panchikarana. So Panchikarana process. Panchikarana process, you put. Now what is it? We will see it. Basically, Panchikarana is nothing but the five elements coming together, combining together. Modification happens because of the combination. But the five elements combine together. Like how I said, hydrogen and oxygen combine together. They bond. In the same way, the five elements bond with each other. Bonding with each other, they become gross. Like how hydrogen and oxygen bonding with each other from the gaseous state is converted to liquid state, in the same way, the five elements bonding together from a subtle state, they become converted to a gross state. See what all knowledge is there in the... Okay. We will see all those things. Okay. So what is... So now we come back to the subtle body. What is the material cause of the subtle body? The five elements when in their subtle state. Not gross state. Not this element. Not this earth. Not this water. But when they were in the subtle state. When they were in subtle stage, if you want. State or stage. State is better. Please don't think that entire five subtle elements is converted to the total gross and now there is no more subtle. No, nothing like that. It is all there. A part of it is only has become gross. Okay? So our mind, our sthula sharira, sukshma sharira is made up of that. Therefore, sukshma sharira also is material in nature. Material. Our thoughts are material in nature. And therefore, your thoughts matter. They are not immaterial. They matter. All right. Thoughts are material in nature. So first we have answered apanchikrita pancha mahabhutaihi kritam. Kritam made from the five subtle elements. Apanchikrita meaning not panchikrita, meaning not having undergone panchikarana, meaning when they were subtle. Material cause over. What is the efficient cause? Guess. What is the efficient cause? We all have what kind of mind? Like how we have a human body, in the same way, what kind of mind we have got? We have got a human mind with human capacities. Right? An animal has got an animal mind with animal instincts. A plant has a plant mind or a plant subtle body with plant instincts. And we all have human minds with human instincts, but because we have got an intellect, we can manipulate our instincts, control, modify, regulate, sublimate, overcome, go beyond also. This chance is not there for an animal or a plant. It is not that plants don't have mind or anything, they have mind, but they don't have that type of intellect that we have. I'm not saying they don't have intellect. I'm not saying animals don't have intellect. They have in some rudimentary form. Not the type that we have. Not the type which can find out what is the G of the earth. G of the earth? Gravitational. You know, a particular speed, if you go, you can break the gravitation force and go out of the earth. Now, this kind of thinking animals can't do. They know this person is boss, this person is boss friend who comes often. This much they know. They know. And you can even train them not to touch food which others are giving. You can train them. All those things you can do. You can do. But you cannot make a dog sit down and listen to some knowledge. K104 plus H2SO4. Only you can't do more than that. Okay. Its intellect is limited, whereas we are unlimited. What kind of intellect we have been bestowed with, is it not? How many discoveries and inventions we have done. And more than that, we have got a greatest knowledge by which we are thinking what is that factor which makes the intellect think. Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira, Vitirikta. You see? And we are also able to understand also. That is the power of the human intellect. Meaning, our intellect is a human intellect. Like how we have a human body with human skills. So what caused the human body? What was the efficient cause, the nimitta karana? Karma. In the same way, what is the nimitta karana for the human mind? Karma only. We deserved a human subtle body, we got it. Be careful, you may not deserve next time. You get what you deserve, not what you desire. You deserve. Everything is, you getting what you're getting is because you deserved it, that's all. And you can get to deserve more if you use your faculties rightly. And sometimes we may not deserve, but we can get some grace. But you have to deserve to get grace also. That much I will tell you. Who gets grace marks? Suppose 40 is a pass mark and somebody has got 38, such a person gets grace mark, at least 35 to get grace mark. Suppose you got 50, no grace marks. Grace mark is for the hard worker. What happened? I told something. Right? So, what we get is, of course, we deserve. Finally, it amounts to that. Please remember that. Your effort determines everything. That's why we call Purushartha for self-effort. Because only Purusha can do self-effort. We can go against the tide. We can conquer the mind. We can master ourselves. We can climb the Everest. We can go to moon. We can send something to Mars. We can go to the depths of the ocean. We can transcend our mind. We can experience the self. We can come out of samsara. It is all possible. The power of a small human being. All possible. This Sukshma Sharira we deserved somehow. This is a very, very rare Sukshma Sharira. One of the rarest to the rarest fortunes. Okay. So what is the efficient cause? Past karma. So body is house for the individual. But what is the instrument with which the individual contacts the world? Staying in this house of the body, I use instruments to contact. What is that instrument? Sadhanam. Instrument means sadhanam. Means sadhanam. Subtle body is a sadhanam. So what is the functionality? Why do we say subtle body is a sadhanam? Because with the mind you get to experience joy and sorrow. Joy and sorrow, where do you feel? In the mind. Is it not? Therefore, mind brings you the joy and sorrow. Mind is an instrument for joy and sorrow. For whom? For the individual, for the jivatma, for yourself, for your small self, not the true self, for your apparent self, jivatma, for the jivatma. Now you write at the individual self, for the individual self. What you are now, you are saying I'm bhavana, right? That bhavana, that is called individual. That is the individual, the ignorant self. Okay? Right? So, what is the role of the body? What is the role of the gross body? Meaning role means function. What is the function of the gross body? What is the function of the subtle body? The gross body is the residence of the house. For whom? Always that question is important. For the jivatman. And the subtle body is what? Subtle body is an instrument whereby joy and sorrows get to be experienced. I mean, just because subtle gross body is there doesn't mean that you should get joy and sorrow. For example, when you are sleeping, for example, you are you just forgetful of yourself. Okay, now class is going on. Suddenly your mind has gone somewhere. Now body is there, your residence is there, but your mind sadhanam is not. You're not using your sadhanam instrument. You're not using, and therefore you don't get to hear anything. Therefore, the instrument for experience is your subtle body. Instrument for experience. Functionality. Functionality is being an instrument. What is written here in Sanskrit is Bhoga Sadhanam. Bhoga means experience. Sadhanam means instrument. Instrument for experience. The other one was Bhoga Ayatanam. Residence for experience. It's a residence, that's all. Okay? So now we have described also the function. If material cause, over. Material cause is what? Five subtle elements. Efficient cause is what? Past karma. Right? Now what is the function? Instrument for experience. Now what are the parts? The number of parts is total 17. Sapta Dasha Kalabihi Saha. That which is with, Saha means with. That which is with 17. Sapta Dasha. Sapta Dasha. Dasha means 10. Sapta means 7. So 7 plus 10, 17. Sapta Dasha is 17. Sapta Dasha Kala. Kala means parts. Kala. Parts. So it is with 17 kalas, meaning it is with 17 parts or 17 components. It has got 17 constituents. It is comprised of 17 factors. Before I go to the 17 factors, one point we have to note very carefully. This is because of our modern education. Because of this error has happened. In a great way, I'm not saying only because of that, in a great way because of that. We call eyes, E-Y-E-S. We call ears. We call nose. We call tongue. Therefore, how many ears we have? We have 2 ears, correct? Left ear, right ear. We have how many eyes? 2 eyes. Left eye, right eye. But this is not the actual eye. This is not the actual ear. Huh? What do you mean by that? You see, eye is actually, when we say eye, what we actually mean is the power to see, the faculty to see. And that's why sometimes we use expression, open your inner eyes. What do we mean by eye there? Open your inner eyes, meaning the power of inner vision. Inner vision. So the power of vision is the eye. That's why even if your eyes don't work, it doesn't matter. You can even have an eye transplant, and then eye starts functioning. Somebody's eye. Transplant is possible. Meaning what? This eye is only an external aperture, an external contrivance. I'm using more complicated word. It is an external system, mechanism. It's a mechanism for the faculty to function. I'm not saying this is not required. I'm only saying this is only a mechanism. And that's why when we study when we study, our biology and all, they will tell us, the sound goes through the ear, and hits the tympanum, and behind which is a middle ear, and the middle ear cochlea is there, and there are some hairs there, and the hairs start vibrating, and behind, on top of it, there are some crystals, and because of it, etc., etc., etc. Meaning, it is a mechanism. It's just a mechanism. If that mechanism happens, then the faculty is able to grasp it. You're getting what I'm saying? So the actual I is one, not two. The actual ear is one, not two. What, Swamiji, you're confusing me. I thought ears are two. The ears are two. The ear lobes are two. But the faculty of hearing is one. Like, for example, there's only one speaker kept here, right? Is there a speaker somewhere there? No. Let's suppose there are two speakers here. The speakers may be two, but the speaker is one. Is it not? The ears may be two, but the ear is one. Because what is the ear actually? It is a faculty of hearing sound. What is the eye? It is a faculty of seeing. So let's say, for example, one eye goes away. Does the eye go away? No, the faculty of seeing remains intact. Perfectly intact. 100% intact. I'm telling you, even if two eyes go away, the faculty of seeing is perfectly intact. If a cataract comes in both eyes, I can't see. But it doesn't mean I've lost my faculty to see. Remove the cataract, the faculty will again be able to do its job. Therefore, I, when we say in Vedanta, I means EYE, okay? I, when we say in Vedanta, it means a faculty of seeing. It is a visual faculty. The ear, when we say, it's an auditory faculty. Nose, when I say, it is a olfactory faculty. Tongue, when I say, it is a tasting faculty. Gustatory faculty. Okay? Don't worry about these big words. Eye means seeing faculty. Nose means smelling faculty. Tongue means tasting faculty. Skin is the faculty of touch. Touching faculty.
Seeing faculty is different from the hearing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, behind.
Behind. It's a different faculty. Seeing faculty does a different thing. And hearing faculty does a different thing. Therefore, how many faculties we have? How many sense faculties we have? 5. Huh. No. I'm talking of lobes of the brain. It's a good question. Lobes of the brain is physical body. Lobes of the brain, physical body. Physical body is Stula Sharira. Meaning, even when the brain doesn't work, please understand your faculty is intact. Just as how ears are a mechanism, even the auditory nerve is a mechanism. Even the auditory, what do you call the auditory lobe, or what the name is there? Huh? No. The auditory in the brain, the auditory, what they call? Center. The No, in temporal lobe also center. Auditory center. Well, that doesn't matter. The point is that up to the brain is physical. Please remember. Up to the brain is physical. Just as how the ears can go wrong, the auditory nerve can go wrong, the brain center also can go wrong, the nerves can go wrong. All these things are only physical. But when we talk of faculty, we are talking of something which is in the subtle body. We're talking of something in the subtle body.
Those who are blind by birth, thus these faculties are available.
Yes, because eyes only can blind, and the moment they change the eyes, they repair the eyes, it start functioning again. The faculty is there even for a blind person. Only thing, the mechanism is not functioning.
So the faculty is the ability to see.
Correct. Faculty means ability. Faculty is the ability to see, and that is there in all. Instrument may function or not function for somebody. When the instrument functions, then the ability is able to express and do its job. When the instrument does not function, the ability is not able to do its job. But ability is different from gross mechanism. If this, what do you call this? Mic. Microphone, mic, and both are same, right? Yeah. If this microphone there's some problem with it, if the microphone doesn't function, there's no problem with me. I'm still speaking. But the last people can't hear. Why? The problem is not with me. The problem is with the microphone. In the same way, the problem is never with the faculty. The problem is only with the instrument. The problem is only with the gross equipment. So this is equipment. Everything put together, up to the brain center, is an equipment. Okay? The faculty is subtle ability that is there. Are you getting the point? Don't confuse the brain with mind. That is a modern science problem. No. For us, mind and brain are different. According to modern science, from brain, mind comes. According to Vedanta, mind uses the brain to function. Mind is subtle body. A subtle body uses the gross body, and the gross body is an equipment, a mechanism. बढ़िया है ना वेदांत? एकदम बढ़िया. No, don't you go, just only you think what I'm saying now. Don't say mind comes from Atman, this and that. Wait, one by one. What I'm teaching you, focus now. What we are doing is, we are discussing what are the 5 sense faculties. Okay? 5 sense 5. Sense, when I say Jnanendriya. Indriya, faculty. Indriya, faculty. Jnanendriya, the faculty of knowledge, of sensory knowledge. 5 are there, and that we will call it as Shrotram, singular. Tvak. It will come next. But here only what is there? Panchak Jnanendriyani. 5 Jnanendriyas. 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 sense organs. We said total how many are there? 17. Out of 17, 5 you have found out now. One more 5 I will give you now. The faculty of action. 5 Karmendriya. This is also subtle. What are the 5 Karmendriya? Naturally, the next question will come. What are the 5 Jnanendriyas? What are the 5 Karmendriyas? It will come. So that time we will enumerate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also subtle. For example, the power to walk. Power to walk. That is also subtle. It is a subtle body. It is a faculty. No, but suppose my leg goes away, I have a paralytic stroke. The problem is with the equipment, not with the faculty. And then the person goes for some physio and then does this, that, and that, and that, and that, and slowly starts walking again. Meaning what? Faculty was there. It never went away. Only the body is preventing the faculty to express. Same way, and that is called as leg. In how many in English? How many leg? We have two legs. In Vedanta, we have one leg. Because leg is not legs, physical gross body. Because leg for us is subtle faculty of locomotion, to move about. To move out means to run, to kick, everything included. Subtle faculty. How many hands you have? One. Because that is only the faculty of grasping. That is one. Right? Etc. etc. There will be 5. Okay? We will see when we come to Karmendriya. Karmendriya, Jnanendriya means the faculty by which we get jnana. Karmendriya means what? The faculty by which we do an action. In biology, they have that afferent and efferent. Okay? But a little more deeper than that. That's only physical gross. That's only nerve. That's only mechanism. This is faculty. Okay? All right. So 5 Jnanendriya, 5 Karmendriya, 10 over. Only 7 more. What are the next 7? Now see. Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadayaha. Then you have 5 pranas. 5 prana. These are also again inner physiological faculties. You have sensory faculty. Sensory faculty. Jnana. Then you have the action faculty. Karmendriya. Then you have the physiological faculty. Not psychological. Physiological. What is the difference in spelling between psychological and physiological? Psychology first. Psychological. Physiological. 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 What is the difference between psychology and physiology? Psychology is the study of the mind. What is physiology? Study of the body functions. So the faculty responsible for the body functions. You're digesting your food. What is that power behind which enables the digestion? Then afterwards, after digesting, the nutrients are all circulated throughout the body. What is that power? It's not physical power. You can't see it with your eyes, right? It's that physiological. It is that power. I'm sure you all know all these 5. Maybe whenever the puja is done, you must have heard of it. When the Naivedya is given, you look at the Naivedya, what they're keeping there. And the priest is now chanting something. Om. Not apanaya. That's why you only see the food. What is that? Om pranaya swaha. Om apanaya swaha. Om vyanaya swaha. Om udanaya swaha. Om samanaya swaha. That's all. That Brahman, that ultimate reality, expresses as these powers also. To that we offer this food. So this prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana are the 5 physiological faculties. Now how many over? 15 over. 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, 5 pranas. Now only 2 remains. Manas and buddhi, well known subtle body. Mind and intellect. Mind, emotions, intellect, reasoning. Mind in doubt and confusion, the pendulum. Intellect, the steady state of thinking. From doubt, you come to clarity. At the state of doubt, thoughts in a state of doubt is mind. Thoughts in the state of clarity is intellect. Memory is kind of mind type, is it not? Memory is kind of mind type. What was there for breakfast today? What was there? Bread upma. Oh, recalling. What was there? What was there? What was there? What was there? Idli? No. Something else was it. It's kind of memory. Memory is like this. Therefore, memory, what is called smriti, is included in mind.
So many emotions are doubts.
Emotions also are fluctuating. Whenever thoughts are in fluctuation and that kind of, jumping up and down and things like that, you call it as manas. When thoughts are steady state, okay, so you can keep like this: thoughts in fluid state, thought in steady state. So fluid state thoughts are mind, solid state thoughts are intellect, in steady state. Gas is you, go. What is gas? Okay. No, wait. Smriti is memory. Smriti is memory. Okay. Now, I'm not going to Smriti and all, that will come later. Right? So many other things are there. For example, Ahankara also is there. Okay, let me tell Ahankara. Ahankara is I thought. We have the thought now. I. Who did it? Me. I. Myself. I. Not the pure Atman. The I. No, not. I'm a good person. And when the memory works functionally, I have good memory. And the memory does not work properly, I say I have lost my memory. And when you do good things, I did good things. That I thought, which keeps on identifying. Aham karoti. It keeps on doing the I. Aham karoti. And that is why it is called as ahankara. But that is a very firm thought. And therefore, where should you put the thought? You put the thought in the buddhi. Don't use this word mind, intellect and all those things. That's okay for initial stages. Because these words don't communicate fully. Manas, buddhi. We have already said, what is manas? Manas is thoughts in liquid, fluid state, pendulum state, fluctuating state, jumping state. And what is intellect? Solid state, firm state, steady state. Whenever you find a thought in a steady state, you put under buddhi. Even if the thought is wrong. Remember carefully. Suppose instead of rope, I see snake, but still, since you are firm that it is snake, you must put in buddhi. So, the simple way of understanding what is manas and buddhi is this. Fluctuating thoughts, manas, steady thoughts, buddhi. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Alright. So now we have 17 components of the subtle body. Saptadasha Kala. Wow. What are the Saptadasha Kala? pancha jnanendriyani, pancha yani, pranadayaha, manaschaikam, buddhishchaika. What is chaikam, chaika here? Chaikam, chaikam. Chaikam. What is chaikam, chaika? Manaschaikam, buddhishchaika. So chaikam also, if you add, and chaika also you add, it will become 19. Don't do that. What is chaikam? Anybody? Chaikam? Cha ekam. What is chaika? Cha eka. So cha eka means what? One buddhi, meaning number you are adding. 5 karmendriyas, 5 jnanendriyas, 5 pancha prana, then 5, there are 5, and 1 buddhi and 1 manas. Manas is neuter, therefore chaikam. Buddhi is feminine, therefore chaika. Chaika is cha plus eka, cha plus ekam. All right. And this becomes what? Saptadasha Kala. Saptadasha Kala bihi means with saha, with those 17 aspects. Yattishtati. Yattishtati is what? That which is in that way. That is called Sukshma Sharira. All right. So now let's go once more, all the various. What is the material cause of the Sukshma Sharira? 5 subtle elements. 5 subtle. In Sanskrit, it's a simple way first you say. Sukshma Bhuta. Sukshma Pancha Mahabhuta. And if you want a little more, say, show off what you know, Apanchi Krita Pancha Mahabhuta. But actually it is Sukshma. So this is the material cause. What is the efficient cause? Karma. Karma means past actions. What are the components? What is the functionality? Instrument. In Sanskrit, Bhoga Sadhanam. Sthula Sharira is what? Bhoga Ayatanam. What are how many components are there? 17. Saptadasha. What are the Saptadasha? Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadayaha, Manaschaikam, Buddhishchaika. 17. Right? What are the modifications? That is not mentioned there. But we all know how many modifications, innumerable modifications. How many thoughts? Every thought is a modification. Minute to minute we modify our subtle body. What? Minute to minute. No? Therefore, how many modifications are there? Innumerable. Can't be written down here. Okay. All right. So we finished. What should be the next question? Okay, I will say Panchikrita is not going to be handled here, it is going to be handled later. Now next question you think. Pancha Jnanendriyani. What are the 5 Jnanendriyas? Next question will be what are the 5 Karmendriyas? Next will be what? That prana will be taken up in the Pranamaya Kosha. Sometimes the author reserves for clarity at a later point. But usually he follows one by one. But then certain things he thinks I should tell that little later. And he keeps like that. Okay. That will be the next question. That will take up tomorrow. Okay. We conclude now. Oh. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ